Hello and welcome to the Ken Cameron Legal Podcast. This edition we look at criminal cases, and here we look at the unreported appellate division case of State versus White. The court held that Miranda was violated here where the defendant was not advised of the charges prior to making the confession. The state appealed from the motion judge's order that granted defendant's motion to suppress two statements he gave to detectives, to which he presented himself as learning he was a suspect in the shootings. The state also appeals for its motion, denial of his motion for reconsideration. The defendant was arrested when he reported to the police department 24 hours after a complaint warrant was filed that charged him with crimes relating to the shooting death of the victim. There was no evidence that the defendant was processed on the complaint warrant or that he was advised of the charges by the arresting officer. The trial court found the failure of the police to advise the defendant of the specific charges set forth against him left the state without the ability to prove that the defendant knowingly and intelligently waived his right against self-incrimination. The state then argued on appeal that the totality of the circumstances demonstrated that the defendant knew why he was speaking to detectives and voluntarily waived his Miranda rights twice. The state also argued that the trial court erroneously applied the five-factor test set forth in State v. O'Neill when the facts dictated that the use of the traditional totality of the circumstances. The appellate court here was unpersuaded, and they affirmed. The court realized it was not enough that the defendant knew that he was a suspect in the shooting when he walked into the police department. The state failed to present clear evidence that the defendant knew from the accusations he heard prior to going to the police station that the victim of the shooting was dead. The court noted that even if he did, the police were still obligated to explicitly advise him of the charges lodged in the complaint warrant. The court also found that the failure to inform the defendant of the charges against him was a type of end run around Miranda that was objected to by the O'Neill court, and it found it was the equivalent of the failure to advise the defendant of his rights. And this is State versus White, New Jersey Appellate Division, and reported. For other information on criminal cases, visit website njlaws.com, and for representation, contact Ken Cameron's office in Edison at 732-572-0500. Thank you.